My name is Allison Shaw, and I survived bacterial meningitis when I was 18 years old. Before I contracted bacterial meningitis, I was a high school student and I was heavily involved with my local theater. I was actually planning to be a theater major at my university. I was in Baton Rouge on spring break, my senior year of high school, and I woke up one morning and I was vomiting continuously. I was really tired, really fatigued, very weak, and so that's when I decided to go to the emergency room. I knew something was wrong. The hospital that I went to was actually at capacity. It wasn't too long after Hurricane Katrina, and so I was actually ushered into a closet and had to wait in that closet for about 10 hours. While I was waiting for the prescription to be filled, I threw up all over the pharmacy, which was one of my finer moments. Under the lights of the bathroom, I noticed big purple spots all over my body. I knew at that point that there was something else that was going on. I went back to the emergency room. Second time, I passed out. They picked me up, ushered me into an actual room this time, and I was there for what felt like 3 seconds before an entire slew of staff came in. They turned me over. They ripped open the back of my shirt. They said, we're giving you a spinal tap. They called my parents, who were 8 hours away, and said, we're going to try to keep your daughter alive long enough for you to come say goodbye, but your daughter will most likely be deceased when you arrive at the hospital. And when my parents finally did arrive at the hospital, the doctor then told them, okay, she now has a 10% chance of living, and if she does live, she's going to be mentally disabled and paralyzed for the rest of her life. Once they decided to wake me up from the coma, I was paralyzed on the left side of my body. I had pretty much no short-term memory, couldn't remember anything. Fortunately, my brain has gotten better. I'm able to remember things better than I was previously. But that is still a challenge that I have to deal with every day. When I was in the hospital and they woke me up from the coma, they told me, you had meningitis. To which I replied, what is that? What is that? I'd never heard of it before. I didn't receive any vaccination for meningitis. I was never aware that there was a meningitis vaccination available. So I got the tattoo, the symbol of the National Meningitis Association on my left hand, because that was the hand that they were going to amputate, just as a way to have people ask me, what is that? What does that mean? What is that symbol? And so it just opens up a door for me to be able to ask them, well, have you been vaccinated? Have you heard of meningitis before? Talk to your doctor about both kinds of vaccines to help prevent meningitis.